A few things have changed. I got my foamies for the microphone. They're a little too big, so I gotta make sure I stick a spot of glue on there this time. I was gonna do that before, I never got around to it. So I bought a 10-pack, so if I lose this one, I got backups. Okay. But everything all nicely painted up. This was all rust. My trailer hitch, I got it all painted. Looking pretty nice. My fender brackets, they're still a little bit tacky. They're not totally dry yet, but so basically what happened was this, there's only one support here, and with the vibrations going up and down, it would break right in here, and both sides did the same thing. Now what I did was I drilled a bunch of holes in here, and I had this on here, one on each side, just to support it, and it broke again. So originally I'm thinking, oh, it's the cheap steel, that's why it broke. The second time, I thought it was my steel that broke, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it wasn't the steel. So I decided to take these up to my welder and get him to fix it. And when I was taking these off, I discovered it wasn't my steel that broke. As you can see, they're both still good. They're not broken. It turned out one of the bolts broke. So my repair was holding, except for the bolts. So anyways, I took these up to my my welder, and I got him to put this extra bit on the outside here that should hold it. So if it breaks now, then something's wrong somewhere. So I gotta put these back together, and I'm gonna put it back on the monster. So these are all done, ready to go. And I got a few more surprises, but that will be for another time, because the paint is not dry on yet. I'm not going to touch that one, because these won't be seen, so I get fingerprints stuck in them. It's no big deal, but the other one will be noticeable, as you will see. So I'm going to put these back together. Cut down on the rust a little bit. Hopefully. Alright. This can's almost empty. Another thing too, the screws that they had in here, take this off for a second. You go in through here, and this plastic part, a really stupid, dumb design. But the plastic part, it kind of pulled the screw right through, and it's crap. So I drilled them out and put bolts through them. My own bolts. Bolt in one side, and put the nut on the back, and that's holding them. It's a whole lot better than the way it was. My problem is, it's a real pain getting these in here. Well, not getting them in, but getting them tight. Because I gotta kind of wedge the screwdriver in from behind to keep it from turning while I tighten the other side. Yeah, it works, it's just a pain. Kinda works. probably use a shorter bolt. I've only got 2 sizes at the moment, and one of the other size is too small. Yeah. See, I've reached it already. So, I'll grab my wrenches. And hopefully I have an 11 million meter wrench here. Yeah, that's the size I need. There's a 12, 10, 13, 15, 11. Good, goody, goody. Yeah. Let's see if that's going to turn or not. And of course it is. Screwdriver back here. That's the other problem, this hole in the back here isn't big enough to get a socket in there, so I have to wedge a screwdriver in beside it. The only way I can get it to work. As long as it works, I'm not worried about it. I really don't plan on taking this off too often anyways. Hopefully I never have to do it again, now that I've got this extra support on here. Time will tell. Okay. That's one. Now do the other side. Try not to scratch them any more than I already have. Yay! What the heck are you doing? In there. Get the right angle on it, it would help. Yeah. Apparently I had a spider nesting inside my screwdriver. I keep it out here, so I'm not surprised. Probably spent the winter in there. Yeah. One more. Oh, my back is killing me. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff today. I'm doing some painting. Started working on new ramp in the driveway, which I'll show you in a minute or two. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. One of these still had the screw in it. Yeah, I got my welder to drill it out for me. And he did it based on the size of the bolt. I'm hoping it's big enough. Maybe it's just not lined up right. It just doesn't seem like it wants to go through. Come on. Please. Come on, be nice to me. I haven't had a good week. I need some good luck here for a change. I've been having too much bad luck happening last little while. Things haven't been a whole lot of fun for me. Oh, let me get the wrench in there. Start it through. It just doesn't want to go. Almost like it's one size too small. You gotta work, you gotta work. I really don't want to get my drill over here. Seems to be going on an angle. I think that's why. Not on the right angle though. I'm going through it. No, you pulled back again. I might have to get the drill out. I don't want to do that. Scratching up my fenders here. I'm not seriously worried about it, but fewer scrapes and scratches, the better. Yeah, though. There goes my microfoamy. Looks like I'm gonna need my drill bits. Dang rabbit. At least my drill's already out here. I'll be back in a minute. Oh. I just hope I have the right size drill bit. I broke so many of them. I just haven't been replacing them. Whoa! That scared me. What do we got here? That looks like right there. Come on. That should work. Not even sure if this is a steel bit or not, but I don't care. I'm using it. Alright. That looks good enough. What the heck? Maybe it's not the right angle. There we go. I think maybe I might have had too much paint in the hole. But that seems to have done the trick. Oh, everything out of the way here. Alright. Now let's do this again. Why did you suddenly get loose? Come on. The monster will be a year old tomorrow. I shouldn't have to be doing this. Get believe it's been a year already. Wow. I've had so many problems with it. Unbelievable. Okay. That covers that. Now, everything out of the way. Now I hook this up. My trailer hitch is going to be in the way, of course, but that's okay. I've already scratched it, so a little more scratch ain't gonna hurt. I find the plug, plug the taillight in. Where did it go? No, it's on the bottom. Narg. Do that again. Okay. Alright. Oy, scared me. Okay. Taillight plugged in. What are you caught on? Hello. Okay. I gotta find my socket now. I think that's downstairs. Gonna stick these in first, and I'll tighten them down afterward, just so I got everything lined up. Come on. There's still some in there. I can feel it. Not picking it up. Nope. All I'm getting is propellant out of there. So I'm guessing that one's pretty much done. Yeah. No. Yeah, okay. That's one. Grab my other can. Oh. I love this stuff. I know a really good lubricant to get. Fluid film. It's like 20 bucks a can, but that's really good. Environmentally friendly. It's made from vegetable. Where is it here? Doesn't say, but it's made from vegetables anyways. It's designed for use on farm equipment. acceptable for use in food plants in Canada. It's always active, non-evaporating, non-drying, stays in place, forming a continuous, durable, protective barrier, utilizes the unique molecular action of wool wax along with other corrosion-inhibiting ingredients, non-water soluble, displaces moisture, apply over damp or dry surfaces, repels water, resists washout. Makes an excellent no-drip vehicle undercoating apparently, but I really like it. The only disadvantage, I suppose, would be the same no matter what lubricant you use, but it collects dirt very well. I seem to be missing something here. Washers. I forgot to put a washer on that. Ugh, do it again. Okay, that's one. Washer on this time. What the heck? Ah, there we go. Get some goopy stuff out. There we go. Much better. Two. Oh, it's driving me nuts. There's the two bottom ones. Oops. Hands are getting a little slippery now. Last one. See it? Time I get all this done, it'll be time for a wash again, I think. Alright. Over there. Bring under here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Hopefully there's enough light. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out or in? In. Once it starts to get tight. Okay, here's one. Uh-oh. I don't need the extension on the bottom ones, just the top ones. Other thing I want to mention, So the bolts on here, they're all hex. And this little hex socket here, most of them, oh come on, most of them are all the same size, which is, I don't even know how to read these, but it says HW6, 6mm maybe, I don't know. But the main reason I bought this is when I'm changing the tires, so I'm not ripping my knuckles apart with this stupid Allen wrench. And you gotta stick it down in the hole, and it's like, there's no room for your knuckles. It's creepy scratchy. So 12 bucks for this, well worth the money for sure. Not only does it do the tires, but pretty much everything else on here is the same size. So, I think there's two sizes that I've noticed. I can't really get the camera up here, so let's finish this off. Yeah. Okay. And one more. Find it right there. Gonna be a noisy neighborhood today. Oh, don't be doing that. That's not good for the bolt. That's not good for the wrench. It's not good for my fingers. Okay, I have to push it forward as far as I can get it. And that helps prevent it from pushing against the release lever here. I guess it looks even. Ish. This one is a little bit higher. I kind of figured that when he was welding them up, they both had to be exactly the same. But it does look like one's a little higher than the other. That's okay. Not a big deal. Not worried about it at all. Okay. So that's that. I'm exhausted now. Okay, now I will show you my battery rack. This is, I'm not sure if I showed it to you when I took it off earlier. I was checking to see if the batteries were or leaking. It turns out it was just this rusting. I did paint it, but obviously I didn't put enough paint on it. It rusted pretty good, so I got it all painted up again. And this thing right here, this curved bar, that's my newest addition to the monster. And oh, I'm trying to catch my breath here. I'll be showing you what that is in a little while. Once the paint's dry, maybe tomorrow. So right now, okay, my cord's not going to reach out there. So I'm going to try. This camera doesn't really seem to last on the battery when I have it plugged in. I always have it plugged in when I'm recording, and it seems to work fine. But when I go to use it without the battery is dead. So I charge the battery up and I can use it just fine. So I'm not sure if the camera uses more energy than the USB is supplying. I don't know what it is, but so I'm gonna unplug here, shut down and unplug, and see if I can record without it being plugged in. Well, it seems to be working. Okay, my ramp. The problem I'm having now is the truck here. There's always going to be a vehicle in here somewhere, and in order to get to it I have to come up the driveway over there and then up onto here, or up onto there and back up and then up onto here, and same thing going out. So what I'm doing is I cleaned out the curb here, and this whole thing is going to be ramp, kind of like in the winter time when I had the snow ramp here. So what I'm doing is going to come down 2 feet. So I'm just kind of getting everything lined up, and these posts are into the ground just like that one over there was. So it's going to be 2 feet all the way across. These are just extra supports because it's going to be plywood on here, and I'll have another one down here somewhere. So this whole thing will just come down. So that's kind of what I started working on today, but I'm kind of done for today. I'm out of energy. It's so nice out now. I just want to go for a drive. Oh, that reminds me, all these little trees growing all over the place here. That reminds me of something else I wanted to mention. Oh, I am so done. I went to Walmart this morning to get coffee cream, and that batteries just kind of went kaputski. I've been getting between 7 and 8 kilometers out of them. Walmart is 7.1, I think, round trip, straight there, straight back. And the batteries, they died so quick. I actually didn't think I was going to make it back today. So I did. That's the monster charger. This is the one that comes with it. Nice and big. It's a nice charger. I think it's 5 amp. 8 amp. Okay, it's 8 amp. So I plugged it in today. Started charging. A couple minutes later, the display here, this kind of goes up to show you that it's charging. And it looked like this. It stopped moving. It looked like it was full. The light was green, which tells me it's not charging. And it only been on the charger for like 5 minutes. So I'm thinking, well, that's not right. So this is the ES950 charger. I plugged it in and it charged for at least an hour. So I'm thinking the monster charger's gone now. It's like, oh, for crying out loud. The next edition in my problems. So I'm looking at getting another charger. I'm not getting one like this. There's a few places online I can get them. They're really cheap. They're like 50-60 bucks for a 5 amp charger. And 5 amps is good enough. That's what the ES950 charger is, 5 amps. So it's just fine. I'm not worried about it. Now, when I was showing you this, you may have noticed my switch here. I've already mentioned what this was for, so if you remember what this was for, you'll know what the bar was for. And I'd rather show you than try to explain it right now. So I'm gonna wait, but you might have an idea already. Another thing I did was with these temporary ball joints I put on here, because they're not the right ones, it twists and it was rattling like crazy. This one's really starting to wear out. I'm getting worried about that one. I'm still waiting for my replacements. But it was just rattling like crazy, and it was so embarrassing driving this, because even just driving down the road, not even hitting bumps, it was rattling. It was making all kinds of noise. So one of my old inner tubes I cut up, and I wrapped it around on the inside of the ball joint and just kind of zip tied it in place. And I went to Walmart today. It was perfect. It was dead silent. So that solved that problem. As I started hearing this noise, I'm thinking, oh crap, what's coming apart now? Oh, another scrape. Yeah, so many scratches, and I'm gonna have to repaint this thing. So I have another project I'm gonna be working on. The new batteries that I'm getting for the Monster, hopefully not too much longer. They're bigger than what's in here. He asked me if I had any extra room, and I remember when I took this off, when I took the other batteries out, the battery tray, it's got a lip at the front and no lip at the back. So I kind of remembered that, and I was thinking, oh, there's extra room. So I'm looking at this. You can't really see it from this angle. Whoa. But if you notice, if you can see that, right, that's the battery right there. That's right to the back. So I can't modify that. I can't bring it out because the hinge is right there, and this will hit if I bring it back any further. So the only thing I can do is extend them forward. Obviously there's going to be room. So I'm going to call and find out if he can tell me the exact dimensions. If they're the same size as my external batteries, lengthwise anyways, I can use them as a guide for now. And basically what I gotta do is I gotta cut this open and just figure out where the batteries are, and I can put my fiberglass in the skills to work and build me a new front end for here. So, and the monster can accommodate bigger batteries. Which is kind of what I need to do anyway, so that's gonna be another project. There's just so many things I want to do. Somebody made a suggestion with putting a mud flap on here. I have an idea what I want to use for that, but because it comes so close to here, I can't really do anything at this very moment. But somebody suggested to take this cap off, cut it down a little bit, put the cap back on, and there is a screw underneath, so I can probably do that. I'll have to drill a hole and retap it. I think it's just aluminum. It's not plastic. It's good and strong, so it's probably aluminum. This is plastic. So I can move that back an inch or so, and then I'll have room for the mud flap. Because when these things are moving up and down, this fender gets extremely close to here. So you can see how close the tire is. Like the little nubby thing there is actually touching, so the tread's almost there. It's maybe a quarter-inch away. But if I put any kind of mud flap on here, it's going to catch on that. It's going to rip it off anyways. So I'll work on that later. My goal is to get out the conservation area this summer. The way things are going, lost my microphone again. The way things are going, I don't know. I'm so tight in money right now. It isn't funny. There's so little I can do. So my credit's pretty much maxed out from everything I've been trying to do. Getting this shelter built. Oh, I just got dizzy. And I got other things I need to do besides the monster. I got things I need to do around here. I gotta get that ramp fixed. I gotta finish building this. I gotta take the carpet up and re-level the ground again so it's not all a mess. And at the end here, I gotta finish putting the rocks in to take care of the mud. And I got some of them in here, but I gotta come right up to the front. I gotta put the other 2x6 across, and I put the rocks right up to it. There's just so much that needs to be done. But summer's just beginning. And I'm kind of hoping it's not going to end up like last year, where I had so much fun with the monster. I just neglected everything. I left everything to the last minute. And I start working on this, clean it up a little bit. I get the brake hanging off the back, just kind of dangling by zip ties. I want to kind of work on that a little bit. I got to finish the trailer here. I did the wheels and the bearings. I've done the electrical, which I gotta finish changing those lights. And next I gotta work on the structure. Everything's kind of falling apart. And then I gotta paint it. What else is there? I know. My bird feeder. Oh, speaking of birds. I wanted to paint this up last year. Got a nice new coat of paint on it. This is leftover wood from the trellis arbor. It's good and solid, but I want to put a nice little coat of paint on it. That looks like crap. I never got to do that. I wanted to do that before winter. And somehow I got to extend this, make this opening a little bit smaller, because if I don't keep this full, then for some reason chickadees are going in here. Squirrels have been chewing on this, but the chickadees get in here and then they can't get back out. So I gotta take the top off and let the buggers out. So basically, I have to keep an eye on this, look at it every day, and make sure there's no birds in there, and if there are, let them out. But I had a period this winter where I was in bed for 3 days and I couldn't check it, and I come out and there was a dead chickadee in there. I felt so bad. I don't know how long it had been in there, but possibly the whole 3 days. So I gotta do something about that. And oh my, well, you can't really see with this one, but I gotta put some more more dirt in here because it's all settled. They're like really deep. So now that winter's over, the ground's thawed out and everything's settled down there. And I gotta put more more dirt in there. And there's a couple on that side. That one's good. This one here I have to do. And that one looks alright. And there's a little bit there that I gotta do. So there's that too. Oh my goodness. What else is there? I'm not sure. My bike. When I took my bike out this year, I noticed, you can't really see it here. Actually, you can't even tell right now, but the chain is dragging on the derailleur. It's not lining up. So I'm thinking, because this gets all messed up pretty bad, and I'm thinking that when I was using it, there actually is a little bit of play in there, but when I was using it, I think the cable stretched. And I've tried to, which is it, this one here, I've tried to adjust this. I've got it, adjusted as far as it'll go, and it's just not fixing the issue. So I gotta replace that cable, see if that helps. There's my external battery sitting there waiting, all charged up. So once I get the new batteries, I'm gonna put everything together. I gotta make my switch, the AV switch, so I can switch back and forth between the two. A little more permanent situation. But I'm not going to do that until I get the other batteries. Because I don't want to take this thing apart again. So, always something to do. And of course I got work I got to do inside. I got so much computer work to do. I got to get caught up. I'm so far behind. The problem I'm having right now is I'm having a hard time finding discs to burn stuff onto. They're getting really, really difficult to find. I don't know why. My computer won't burn discs anymore, so I have to send everything to my laptop and burn through it, and it's picky of the type of discs that it'll burn. The only thing that works are Maxell or Walmart's cheap brand, the ONN, which they haven't had for a couple months. So I've been getting my Maxells from an office supply store here in town. They're more expensive, and 100 packs they don't seem to be getting in, so I'm stuck buying the 50 packs, which is costing even more now because I'm getting fewer at a time. So I'm just making some changes. simplifying my life again, because everything's costing so much and I'm getting so behind on everything. A lot of stuff that I'm saving, I'm a file hoarder, I guess you could say. A lot of stuff I'm saving, it's like, why am I saving this? I'm never going to use them again anyways. So it's just stuff that I'm doing that I don't need to do. And I got so many spools of DVDs stacked up in my bedroom. It's taking up so much space. I'm running out of place for that. Oh my goodness. And I got so many hard drives, external hard drives. I got 6 or 7 of them. I think 7 that I'm using. I have another 4 internal hard drives that I put in an external case when I need to use them. It's just, I get so much, and it's a lot of it, well, actually not even a lot of it, part of it is my own videos. I don't need to keep it. All my pictures and stuff, yes, I need those. I'm not getting rid of those. I want to find, I gotta get them on my website eventually. The ones that I need to keep anyways. The stock image sites. And just, you know, the videos on YouTube before anything happens and I lose them. I'm not going to get into that. There's a whole video I want to make about that. But it just, I gotta do, so I gotta have some kind of a backup. And there's just so much that needs to be done. And just to get rid of those discs, there's so much more I need to do. And now that summer's here, summertime is usually when I'm the busiest. And I don't get a lot of work done in the winter time. On the computer, I meant. The winter time is usually when I get caught up. But this winter, so much problem with the monster. And I was helping Cody a lot this winter. And I had so much depression this year. A little more than I usually do. I spent so much time in bed. I never got anything done. So I gotta make some changes, one way or another. I've already started. I'll just see how far it goes. And maybe eventually I'll get caught up. But we'll see. This battery problem and getting bigger batteries, so now I got more work I gotta do. With the fiberglassing, that's gonna take a bit of time. I got the fenders fixed, so that's a good thing. The ball joints are getting worked out. Yeah. And now the charger, who knows. But as long as I keep at it, it should be okay. But the problem is I look at everything I need to get done and it's such a huge task, I don't know where to start. And I get kind of, I don't know what the word would be. Not really depressed, just kind of overwhelmed. I guess that's what I'm looking for. And I look at how much I need to do. And it's just, there's so much. It's like, I don't want to do it. But I just got to do a little bit at a time. And like today, I've been doing the painting. I was working on this. And doing the ramp. So I'm kind of getting a whole bunch of things done today, which is good. And my battery seems to be working good in the camera, so I'm working out alright with that. I finally found the flag for my ES950. I've been driving without it. And I know this is the one because it's broken. Ow. And it's sharp. It's fiberglass. Because when I was going in that shelter, or shed, I backed up and I forgot to take the flag out. Because I had to take it out before I went in there because it was too tall. And I forgot. And almost broke it off. I know that's the one that goes in there. And I put a flag on it. Same one on the monster, so I got a new one on it. So, what else we got? I guess that's it. I finally got my blue lights. Got my flashers here. I got blue ones for winter time for when I'm helping Cody. I bought them December 12th. I was expecting him to get them by February. I got them a couple days ago. It is now May, mid-May, so they never showed up, and I got a hold of them. They resent them, and I finally got them. I don't know if it was the first set that I got or if this is a second set, so I might get a second set, I don't know. But I also got white ones. I want to start using white ones instead of the red ones. They're brighter, and they're more of a strobe light. I can have them pointing forward and backwards. So when I mount them up here, I have one pointing forward and not here, but once I finish doing what I'm doing, I have one pointing backwards, one pointing forward. So I got strobe lights front and back. And I'll feel a little safer driving at night. So I guess that's it. I'll end this video now. So I just wanted to show the fender braces today. I got those fixed, and they're nice and tight now. No more flopping around. I'm happy. So hopefully I don't have to take this thing off again. Hopefully I got the motor thing sorted out, error code sorted out, the fender sorted out. Hopefully all is well. So I guess that's it today. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. I gotta finish with this. It's been ripping. So I kind of been taking care of that. I gotta finish that. I finally got some white duct tape. I want to do the other ones. Whoa. I'm dizzy again today. I've been talking too much. This is what happens when I talk too much. I get dizzy. Wow. But I want to do the other ones as well before they start ripping, just in case. I don't see any problems yet, but just in case. And the rope across the bottom. I'm showing this side, both sides. The ropes come loose. So I have all kinds of plants growing in here. This is, now that the warm weather's here, this is going to turn into a greenhouse. So I got to get rid of all those. Oh my goodness. So I got to tighten those up. I got to make sure all these nuts are tightened. Anyways, I'm done for today. I got to stop talking before I pass out. That's it for this video. Wow. The video is getting a little longer than I was expecting it to, so I'm just going to go through the rest of this quickly. Just showing you here that Mother Nature's still throwing stuff at us. Got more storms heading towards us here at 6 o'clock, and then, or 5 o'clock, just after 5. And then about 6 o'clock I go out. And I want to put the roll bar extension on the Monster today. I head to Timmy's to get my copy. Try to get home before the rain starts. And on the way home I see a couple flashes of lightning, but I never got any raindrops, so I went that way. And it turns out I couldn't put the extension on just yet because I painted one side and then I flipped it over and painted the other side. Put 2 coats on, and somehow I missed the whole outside edge. So I gotta add some more paint before I can put it on. I'm gonna skip the radar animations. I'm just gonna show you a couple still shots here. At 1:45 in the afternoon, and we're still getting pounded. Storms and heavy rain at times. It just keeps coming. Mother Nature just doesn't want to let up on us. And one more thing I want to mention. I found out why it's taken so long to get the new batteries for the Monster. Haven't heard anything for a while. Well, I got this letter from ODSP. We received the quote from My Mobility Limited for the repairs to your mobility device. Please be advised that we do not pay shipping/delivery fees. The vendor is located in Barrie, and therefore the items need to be shipped to you. We ask that you instead get a quote for the same repairs and items from a local vendor. and they suggest Macall Mobility in Durham, which is much closer to me, and have them forward the quote to our office. It will then be determined which quote is more cost effective, and that will be approved. Please note that we will not approve shipping/delivery case in either instance. It would be beneficial to you to use a local vendor that is closer to you in order to avoid the added costs you would be responsible for. Okay, now what happened was apparently my worker was trying to call me. She was calling, I'm assuming, the house phone, but nobody was picking up, or she was just dialing the wrong number and she wasn't even getting the house phone. I'm not sure, but I've updated. She's got my cell number now. But anyways, basically what she told me is what's in the letter here. I did another quote with Mediox, which is where I got my ES950 from, and they were the ones that were constantly fixing it. They're in Owen Sound. That's a 45-minute drive from here, so I'm not sure if they include the delivery fee in their service charges. I'm not sure, but one way or another they always got them to me. I've never had a problem like this before. So anyways, I got a quote from there, and I did Macall Mobility as well, and Macall seems to be the one that they wanted to go with. Now, I got the quote that I got from My Mobility. It stated what batteries they were, and Owen Sound, I told them basically what I wanted, but they don't have a whole lot of experience with the Monster. The tech guy said he thinks he's worked on one before, but I wasn't sure which battery he was looking at, whether it was the same ones or not, I don't know. So anyways, ODSP okayed the charges from Macall Mobility, so I called them up to find out which batteries they were actually getting for me. I wanted to make sure I got the right ones, and it turns out they're getting the same ones that the place in Barrie was going to send me, so they're the good batteries. They're the $800 ones. So the problem being is the ball joints I can only get from the Monster dealer, and they're not available anywhere else apparently. So I had to pay for those myself. I could have got ODSP to pay for them, but I just tired of waiting. I want to get it done, so I paid for them myself. Now, get 2 ball joints, 1 on each side, and 2 tie rod ends, 1 on each side. And to me, they're the exact same thing. They look alike. I don't see a difference in them. But anyways, there were 2 different prices. And once I received them, it's like I'm looking at them. There's absolutely no difference in between them. The ball joint and tie rod, and to me they're all ball joints anyways. And there was obviously no difference, so I don't know if that's just Hartway's way of ripping us off even more by charging twice as much for the same friggin' part. I don't know. But either way, it cost me $119 with the shipping. So at least I had them. I've got brand new ones, don't have to worry about them now. And that's that. So now, I know which batteries they are, and I have dimensions, so I get to go see if they're gonna fit in the Monster. Kinda worried now. So that's it for this video. I'll keep you updated. Got some crazy weird weather coming that you don't want to miss. And it's all coming to a climax soon with Mother Nature's final blow on us, which isn't really very nice of her. Causes a lot of problems. And I'll keep you updated with the batteries and what's going on there. So, once again, thanks for watching. So as of today, this is the state of the Monster.